Alright, first off, we want to say all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth, the sisters, the believers, the helps, and our brother Arawam.
Yeah, and it's a brother Makolat.
The brother Ashar behind the camera, and basically we just do a response video to the brother Require Comes video from James Fear the Most High 7. Money is not the solution. And basically with the video where the brother are going to show you that look, no care JD always have money. When we left Egypt, JD have money. When Solomon they rule, we have money. The land is fruitful. So we didn't have money back then, and we still end up in the predicament where we in. The whole thing is about the principles of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because if in this state how we are now, if we follow the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to a T, no care how much oppression Esau want put on we still would have good amongst each other. Because all they belong to for you for love your brother and you for obedient to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? So we are going to precept, right?
This is Matthew, the 22nd chapter, verse 35. Then one of them, which was a liar, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Yahweh Shai said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment.
Exactly, because what? You have to be obedient to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the first thing. You have to have complete obedience, whether you're in a good state or in a bad state. Complete obedience and a turn from it. And the reason why is because it will give a set of things where you need to follow in order to be good. Right?
And what is good?
Exactly.
Scripture tells us that the law is good.
Exactly. And more importantly, you obey him because he is the Most High and he deserves glory at all times. But on a small scale, it's like a father and a son. Right? The father and the Most High and Israel are the son. And what your father wants is maintain him household, setting some guidelines to make sure that household can continue forever.
Exactly.
And then when somebody have go against that guideline, then him put the whip. And
put the house in order.
And if the whip don't work, then he just cut you off. Right? I.e. death.
Yeah.
Right? So I saw the Most High having things. It's like when you know a man upon in deathbed and before in dead he must say, look here. I got dead enough, but you see, if you don't really love me, I want to do this and continue this when me gone. Right? And Yahweh Shai do the same thing. Right?
Right, and this is verse 39. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
So he said, and these two commandments hang the law and the prophets. Why? Because the law is about loving, serving the Most High and following the commandments, which is to love your brother. And all of the things will happen to all of the prophecies, we think it will go along back to. The whole fact say the Most High over Israel and Israel being loving to them brothers, yo. Yeah, that's how we all boil along to. That's how from Genesis come all the way down. Because where the thing at the garden, we think it's all about, like in a small scale, the serpent, democracy, right? Where democracy promotes self and selfishness, right? So till we are going to the point where you worship yourself, right? Now give honor and glory to the Most High. Make up your own rules, which now go better than the rules of the Most High give you. And ultimately, you are gain whatever you gain by any means. Let's say do what thou wilt, because what will happen? If you decide to in order to gain or to kill a brother, you take for yourself, so you kill a brother you get. If oppression to make you get where you want to get, you do it, and everybody will just do what they want to do.
Do Alistair Crowley, which if you go back in history, in the book of First Maccabee with Antiochus Epiphanes, it was the same thing. You understand? I pushed the same philosophy there. You know, everybody to leave them laws and come and to for them ways. You understand? And for them ways is the same philosophy. You understand? Them make Israel start sacrifice swine upon the altar. You know, eat swine's flesh, stop circumcising them children.
So they will be evil to themselves and also be evil to them brother, because what kind of philosophy that you push to encourage you and your people to eat pork? Which is that decay the house where your father try to keep in order.
Exactly. Which Antiochus, what Antiochus did was give them license to sin, you understand? And as brother going Yahweh Hashem at no point in time give any of us sin go ahead to transgress his laws at any given time. You understand? That's why the scripture says that no man say when he's tempted, I am tempted after heaven the Father.
Exactly. Because one of the next part my brother bring out at the point I say if every Jake will get $1 million right now, the next Jake I will see how he can get the next Jake million.
Yeah.
You see me?
Yeah.
If Jake, if a man say look here, you know I have a work for you, but guess what? $100,000. 2 hours come and we split the money 50-50. You know what Jake can say? No man, I can't do it by myself.
Yeah, because he want all that, you
himself. If the brother say, yo, one of the main time we see with that show, and when in a hardship, like you say, yo, right now, if you lost, you just lean a brother, so him can get up on a level, and when he get up on a level, he pay back. But Jake no want to pre that. Jake, everybody want him for self and all that. So the whole money thing, it not go work.
Romans 13 verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law.
And what is the requirement of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? You see how Yahweh Hashem say, yo, obedient to the Most High, and love your Most High, the two of them are one in the same.
Exactly.
Because that's what the obedience requires.
Exactly. By keeping the laws, you're obeying the Heavenly Father, that's worshiping.
And that is loving your neighbor as you love yourself.
Exactly, because you're not taking your wife, you know, steal from him. Yeah, that's, you know, we always get this topic on the streets when the prophesy people say, oh, we need to love everybody. You understand? Because them don't understand the whole balance of love. Same way, not because someone come at you that you might say, oh shit, me hate him because him not do the most side. Them say, oh, him hate. And the scripture say love. But what it mean by love, it means to keep the law. So not because a man might curse the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you say you hate him. That doesn't mean that you're not going to keep the law with him, because you're not going to take him wife because him say him hate the Most High. You love him. Seeing is not being all emotional, overwhelming.
When John say love indeed, in word and not
in deeds.
In deeds and not in words. Something along that line.
Exactly.
It's beautiful for the point we have to realize, say, yo, that's all the Most I require you for just loving neighbor as yourself. When I look on the how the brotherhood come into play, hey, you get to the point where Yahweh Shai say, yo, no greater, him show with the greatest love. Where even where you to all you want to see your brother prosper, you're willing to give up your life.
Which Yahweh Shai did that.
Exactly, the greatest example. Right, so it's all about looking out for your brother. That's the main thing, you know. You build up yourself, because hey, we're not gonna be over righteous and say, yo, if you literally can't help your brother, you're gonna give away everything. No, it's a balance. You build up yourself, and then when you're up on a level, when you see your brother low, you do what you can do to make sure you can rise as well. Right? And that Israel when them going to the land, everybody starts, you know, when some man basically get money for the first time, and then everybody start get hype and look out for this. Everybody grab what they can get, but nobody now say, yo, how we can portion this where everybody benefit? And who can grab the most? That's why I get to the point where the high up start oppress the poor and all them something. Even when they go back in the land right time, Nehemiah. When Nehemiah come back in Nehemiah 5, the poor come to him and say, look here, the prince them are oppressed, and I say, look here, we come like we in a bondage like them when they in a Babylon and exactly. Same way because what? Them lay out for usury. And him get vexed and I forgot curse them and say, yo, you have to forgive all like that because how when you come back in the land and you start treat each other like how when they get treated back then.
Exactly.
That's why when we go off, the most I put when we go off, you know, and we are break the laws, and I mean say we're oppressed with brothers them, you know. So you know what most I do? Since the oppression you don't want to live by, him put people over with, the oppressed so you can see what you feel like to be like oppressed, why you want that to your brother.
And the scripture you go back in the law in the book of Leviticus, it tells us you ban both band men and band women supposed to be of the other nations. And over the sons of Israel, you're not supposed to rule over with rigor. But over the heathen, you can rule over with rigor. So you're supposed to treat your brother with love and respect at the same time. Even for my servant, you're supposed to deal with him according to the guidelines of the scripture give.
If like I said earlier, if I reproof you, if you love your brother, you reproof it, but guess what, man? I said, no, this man hate me because he tell you to do something where yeah, but you're wrong, brethren.
Exactly.
And as I say, we keep the house in order. If your brother go walk down the road and hold it down there and drop it, and you tell him, say, brother, don't go down there, that's a love.
Yep.
And if your brother never tell you, I say, yo, all the man knows say hold down there and he tell me, and he not tell me, say, don't go down there.
And some of the time, you have to bring it out with more emphasis. Don't bumbuck like go down there, idiot, and say hold down there.
Yeah.
And that's like some of the time, so you tell him stuff and him not get it. Some of the time you have to come off fast here, you understand? See, but at the end of the day, it's a balance. As we have some give a scripture for you to. This is James chapter 5 verse 19. It's a brethren, if any of you do err from the truth and one convert him, let him know that he which converted the sinner from the error of his ways shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins.
Exactly. So even when I get reproved, I suppose even look at it and say, oh boy, brother, really, although me feel away still, but at least he get you back one point. Exactly. Because what? Your brother saved, because as we say, he could have seen her go and left you, and that would have wicked. Yeah, exactly. that is it. Right, they even have a commandment in I think a Leviticus, we can't really remember exactly where they're right now, but it have a law where it tell us, yo, you're responsible for don't make people sin.
Yeah, remember the law, remember the wording, but remember the law.
You have a law where literally tell us, yo, you're responsible for don't make a brother sin. You see, oh, wonderful the Most High is.
In other words, everybody a police.
Gone.
Low battery, yeah?
Huh?
Low battery.
Low battery, yeah, we soon can close off. I think we have a scripture in First Timothy. Where is it? 1 Timothy 4 verse 16 is as a matter of fact, verse 13 says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine, neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on of hands of the presbytery. Meditate upon these things, give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
Exactly.
Yes,
and the same thing on a carnal level. When you gain carnally, you gain carnally for yourself, and then for those who poor and low in the state, you gain for them as well, because you give to them so they can rise up as well.
Exactly. I may have another precept for you before you close off. Proverbs 27 verse 5 says, open rebuke is better than secret love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful.
Exactly. So hey, as I say, how should I say perfect, yo? The two greatest commandments. Well, the greatest one of the
love the Lord thy God.
Basically, are one in the same, yo.
Exactly.
Right. So
because when you keep the laws with your brother, you're doing the same thing. You understand? All praises to Abba Shem Yahushua, the honors to the apostles and elders of the stone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth. Sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. Shalom, Akio.